We are technically 5 miles east of Washington.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Goff.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's gone.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Let's go!
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
1st down, and they go with Swift again.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
To throw is Goff.
He'll get this off to Swift.
Call it a gain of a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
So here's Washington now backed up a bit to start their first drive.
Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line.
Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3-and-out on their opening drive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On the give, this is Akers.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Watson. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So, Charles, first drive here, a little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back, and he's able to run with the...
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
.47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Lions will take over.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Goff now looking to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage.
When coaches stress your defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. Man open, that's Ja'Marr Chase complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll give this to Akers running right. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Watson's throw into the hands of Fant. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd down and 4. On the counter, it's Henderson. And a short gain down to about the 33. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Watson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Kingsley Keke. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
After the sack on 1st down, Watson. Now he's flushed out left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Washington on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
to the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Looking to throw. Watson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is good.
And it's 3-0 Washington.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but you know.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have?
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit.
Devin Duvernay.
An 80-yard touchdown, and the Lions have taken the lead.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the jets, and took it all the way.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Claybrook's going to bring this one out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Value three.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Goff now looks to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have the Lions first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Well, they were in the red zone, and they needed a first down. Was it a surprise to you that they went to the tight end?
Not at all. I thought, though, the defense might put a little more pressure on him, but still able to complete it.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap for Goff. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. So that'll back him up 5. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Back to throw, Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers. But
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the interception, here's Goff.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Goff a handoff here to Swift.
He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Goff.
He gets this complete to Cephus. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now Goff. And that is incomplete here. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Goff.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Jonathan Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Watson now to throw.
And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. That's taken in by Henderson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And a solid run down inside the 30. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, Watson. Going for it all.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Ja'Marr Chase.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And Washington has made this a 1-score game.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jared Goff and the rest of the Lions offense set to go to work once more.
And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first-half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. But hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Another shot now for this Lions offense.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
On On third down, here comes Swift. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Now a first down throw, Watson. This is the tight end fake. And some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Watson. Got a man open. It's Chase. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line. Got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Watson. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down and goal. Watson. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And Washington has taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The return is Duvernay. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Good games galore in that Sunday lineup. We'll highlight the one going on in Atlanta. A big one for the Falcons as they get set to take on the visiting New York Giants. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And one more to highlight, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for Washington, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second down at 5. Back to throw, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. To throw is Watson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Second and 12. Going right back to Akers. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Throwing on third down, Watson. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Watson's throw into the hands of Fant.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Now Watson.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Watson on first down. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now it's Watson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Back to throw. Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
We'll check on his status when we get back. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Now their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Back to throw. Goff.
Open man is Duvernay.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Here's Goff. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. but you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now gone. He's going to look deep down the field and unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here is Washington now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Watson. Looking left side and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Pitch and catch there good for 13. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Now a run with Akers.
Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Watson going up top. They've got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Slide for the PAT.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
And Detroit getting set to go now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. And that is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over.
Now we we get another look at Washington on offense.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson.
Anderson, a first down and more.
And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll run on first down. Henderson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Watson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. On first down, Akers. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at FedEx Field. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. From the 17, Watson.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll run here with Henderson. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Faking the give. Now Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Watson now to throw.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 24. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
On the return is Duvernay. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Oh, they can't even get a play off. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Here's Goff.
He gets this complete to Cephas.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Goff. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Goff on fourth.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They'll run on first down. Akers, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll go again here with Akers. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Out of the gun, Watson.
Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. On first down, Henderson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. On second down, Akers, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Cam Akers,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The return is Duvernay. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Throwing again on second down. Goff.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Goff.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down.
Goff now to throw. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Goff. This one taken in by Cephas. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. On 1st and 10, Goff. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Again, Goff. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 58 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. On 1st down, Akers. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing.
Look, I played the game. I